Oh, so I am extremely sorry. So nobody is telling. I am just going on speaking. Komal Pancha, Komal.
Yes.
Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Now, am I now proper?
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before see, I was just going talking and just I saw that I called you, but you were not replying. Then I realized that I am muted. So why don't you tell me? You just can unmute yourself and tell. So here proposition it is a declarative statement, and it is not a command, it is not a question, it is not explanation. It is rather having some truth value, either T or F, but not both simultaneously. Exactly one truth value. And if I am asking go and bring chalk, so that is not a statement. If I am asking what time is now, it is not a statement. And if I say how beautiful, that is also not a statement. Okay. So this is happening again. Let me share the screen once again. Now, Obama is a president, is a proposition. Yes, currently he is not. So it has truth value F. Before a few years, the truth value was true, and in that case also it was a proposition. Obama will be re-elected. This is not a proposition. This is something in future. So we are not aware about what exactly going to happen. We use capital or small alphabets to symbolize propositions, sub-propositions, or logical variables which take true or false values. Now, compound propositions. See, there are some primitive or primary statements, P, Q, something like that. And if we are using some unary or binary operations on that, and we are getting some expression relating to a proposition, that is called as a compound proposition. It is a proposition. Yes, it is going to have some truth value. It is a truth. Its truth value completely determined by the truth value of the individual primitive statements. Okay. So basic logical operators: conjunction, and, logical and. So this is a binary operator, means it is operated between two different quantities. That's why. Now negation is unary operator. So it is operated on only one thing. If P and Q are true, then P and Q is true. Otherwise, P and Q is false. So see, friends, P is a statement, Q is another statement. There are two possible values for each of these. When you are considering two things at a time, so 2 into 2, there are 4 possible values: TT, TF, FT, and AFF. So among these, P and Q will be true only when P is true and Q is true. In all the remaining 3 cases, it will be having logical value F, disjunction, or. So we know that if P and Q both are false, then P or Q is false. Otherwise, in all the remaining 3 cases, it is going to be true. Now negation. So different symbols are there. So tilde is operator, then this is one more operator, and that is also not. So if P is true, that means that not P is false. And if P is false, then not P is true. Everybody knows? Okay. And this one more. P if and only if Q. So this will be true only if both P and Q have the same truth values. Means if both P and Q are true, then this will be true. So you can have a table of these also. Then tautology. A proposition that is always true regardless of the truth values of its sub-propositions is called as a tautology, which is always true. So this is a compound statement that is going to be true always. So if there is some primitive statement P or not P is always a tautology. Contradiction. A proposition that is always false regardless of whatever may be the truth value taken by its primitive statements. So P and not P is always a contradiction. It has always truth value F. Then conditional. This is conditional. If P then Q. If P then Q. See, so here the definition is if P then Q is true always except when P is true and Q is false. So it is quite logical. If P is true and Q is false, in that case, if P then Q is false, otherwise it is going to remain true always. Next is P if and only if Q. And this will be true if P and Q both are true or both are false. Logical equivalence. Two propositions have identical truth values for all possible values of the logical variables, then we say that the two different compound statements are equivalent to each other. So here we have a table PQ. So small letters or big letters really doesn't matter. So P and Q. So there are four different combinations: negation of P, P and Q, P or Q. So this is P ring some Q. That is nothing but exclusive or something like. So it will be having truth value T only if exactly P or Q is true. Otherwise means if both P and Q are false or both P and Q are true, then in that case it will have truth value F. Now see, if P then Q, I want to tell, always remember, if P then Q, this is equivalent to not P or Q. See, I am adding one more column here, not P or Q. Now see, third column is of not P and the second is of Q. So T or F is T. F or F is F. T or T is T. F or T is T. So always remember, this is not P or Q. This is the definition of if P then Q, and that is equivalent to not P or Q. And hence, see friends, this column, if P then Q, this column and this column, so both have the same values, TT, FF, TT and FTT. So we can say that these two statements are equivalent to each other. This statement, in this we say that if P then Q is equivalent to not P or Q. Now that means that there is some tautology. We can say that if P then Q, if and only if not P or Q, this is a tautology, is a tautology. This happens always. If there are two different statements, P and Q, which are equivalent to each other, then we say that P if and only if Q is a tautology. That is common. Okay. So after this, algebra of proposition, laws of logical equivalence. So here, see, commutative law. So addition is commutative, multiplication is commutative, subtraction, division, these are not commutative. Means order P or Q is same as Q or P. Similarly, P and Q is same as Q and P. It really doesn't matter. Associative property. See, so this is a little extension of commutative property. P or Q or R is same as P or Q or R. The same. Distributive. Here we say that here this R is distributive over and. P or Q and R is equal to P or Q and P or R. Similarly, this and is distributive over or P and Q or R equal to P and Q or P and R. Idempotent. So see friends, you have studied matrix theory. We say that a matrix A is said to be an idempotent matrix if A square is equal to A square is equal to A. Yes, there are some matrices which are idempotent. If you take square of a particular matrix, so we are getting again the same matrix. Yes, that happens. For example, if you say if I remember, if I am correct, half 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 half. This is 2 by 2 matrix. So if we multiply it itself, so it will be 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 like that. So A is an idempotent matrix. So this is idempotent means P or P is P and P is P. So identity. So it is very much logical. P or F will be P, S. P or T will be T. So I want to say that P or T is a tautology. Okay. And here P and T will be P, P and F will be F. P and F is a contradiction. Okay. So complement P, so these are P or not P is T. So P or not P is a tautology. Then P and not P is F. So P and not P is a contradiction. Then here something I'm not able to get complement. A double negation. So negation of P is P. De Morgan's rules. So we know this is all the set theory, probability theory, then this algebra of proposition. These are parallel concepts. Negation of P or Q is equivalent to not P and not Q. Similarly, negation of P and Q is equivalent to not P or not Q. That happens. Absorption. So this is P. These are the different simple properties. Okay. So let us move further. I want to share some. Okay, I will be coming back to that. This is one problem we have seen in November 2018 question paper. Regarding the following three statements, P, Q, and R, write the English sentences corresponding to each of the following four compound statements. Now, P is I will study discrete mathematics. Q, I will go to a movie. R, I am in a good mood. So these are the three primitive statements. So what is us? Write the English sentences corresponding to each of the following. Okay. So the first compound statement is negation. If negation of R, then Q. So the meaning is R means I am in a good mood. So negation of R, I am not in a good mood. And if that happens, so if I am not in a good mood, then Q means I will go to a movie. So this is such a simple question for 4 marks that was asked. Not Q and P. So here Q is I will go to a movie. So not Q will be I will not go to a movie, and P, I will study discrete mathematics. Oh, how awesome. I will study discrete mathematics. So DS is not Deepak Sonone, that is for discrete mathematics. Then third, if Q then not P, Q, I will go to a movies. So if Q, then if I will go to a movie, then not P, I will not study discrete mathematics. I will not study discrete mathematics. Fourth, if not P, then not R. So if I will not study discrete mathematics, then I am not in a good mood. So among these, I liked second and fourth very much. You might have liked remaining also. I do not know, or only remaining two. So see, the things are so much easy. Okay. Now, before saying principal disjunctive normal form, yes, I was planning to discuss different. Yes, we have discussed important aspects. Then let us, yes, we will be discussing, and now today we very much comfortably we are going to finish unit number 1, and after that some another person will be looking into unit number 2, and let us see what happens. Sharing or someone between us will be discussing unit number 3, but now here. Principal disjunctive normal form. So I do not know whether you have this concept familiar with, because already during 11th or 12th these are not taken care of. So let us try to understand. This is also very much a logical thing. So I have attached directly principal disjunctive normal form, and I am giving you the definition. A formula which is equivalent to a given formula and which consists of disjunction of min terms only is called as principal disjunctive normal form of the given formula. So what I understood? Nothing. Okay, try to understand. And here let us see, here conjunctive is there, and then okay, I am giving the definition. I will be discussing some concept relating to this. So conjunctive normal form will be accordingly. So this is okay. I will explain this. Let us try to understand. Now, see, if we have only one primary statement, primary means in the last last examples, see, these were 3 primary statements. P, Q, R, these are primary statements. Okay. If there is only one P statement, then there are only 2 possibilities. P is one possibility, and another possibility is not P. If Q is one more, then Q, not Q, these are the 2 possibilities. If P and Q are both, there are 4 possibilities, because P is having 2 possibilities, Q is having 2 possibilities. So 2 into 2, there will be 4 possibilities. Okay. Then if R is also added, so R and negation of R, this will be 2 more, like that. Okay. Now, what is meaning of a primitive statement? This is PQR, these are primitive statements. So accordingly, the complements are automatically defined. And then what is min term, what is max term, I am going to discuss that. So if I have only one primitive statement P, there is nothing much to discuss. But if we have 2, let me erase this part, or I will be going. So what is this? I will be going on the next screen, and then here, see, if there are P and Q, 2 primary statements are there. 2 primary statements are there. Then which are min terms? Then min terms are two primary statements P and Q are with us. So first min term is P and Q, P and Q. Second is P and not Q. Third is not P and Q. And fourth is not P and not Q. These are the four min terms. Then what will be max terms? Max terms. Max terms are, see, P or Q. P or not Q. Not P or Q. Not P or not Q. These are the four max terms. So why the name would have been min terms? Because if you see, okay, and then I'm going to, this space here, little space. So here is the truth table P, Q, then TT, TF, FT, and FF. Yes. There is little problem of writing. Okay. Now here P and Q. I must write somewhere on a separate page. So much space is available to us. So TT, TF, FT, FF. Now P and Q, P and not Q, not P and Q, not P and not Q. Then I will write P or Q, then P or not Q. Actually, I had to put up the columns of not P and not P also, but I forgot. Really, that is not a big problem. Not P or Q. Just check whether I am writing correctly or not. Not P or not Q. So here P and Q. So T and T is T, T and F is F, F and T is F, F and F is F. P and not Q. So please bear with me, friends. So it will be T and F is F. T and T is T. F and F is F. F and T is F. Not P and Q. So here F and T is F. F and F is F. T and T is T. And T and F is F. Now not P and not Q. F and F is F. F and T is F. T and F is F. F and T and T is T. Then P or Q. T or Q. T. T or F. T. F or T. T. F or F. F. Like that. So here P or not Q. So this is another very much logical. Try to understand. P or not Q. So here P or F, T. T or T, T. F or F, F. F or T, T. Not P or Q. So F or T will be T. F or F will be F. T or T will be T. T or F will be T. Not P or not Q. So F or F will be F. F or T will be T. T or F will be T. T or T will be T. As such. So, dear friends, see, P and Q, P and not Q, not P and Q, not P and not Q. These are called as min terms. These are four min terms. Okay, these are 4 minterms. In the sense that out of the 4 possibilities, it is having a truth value t only once, so minimum times. So in this sense, it is these are called as minterms. Similarly, P or Q, P or not Q, not P or Q, and not P or not Q. These are called as max terms in the sense that each of is having truth value t on maximum number of occasions than the corresponding f value. So this is simple logic. So here, see, that's why the names max terms and min terms are there. Suppose there are 3 primary statements, 3 primary statements, which are suppose P, Q, and R. P, Q, and R. Then what will be the min terms? Min terms. See, there will be 8. P and Q and R. Then P and Q and not R, like that. So the next will be only not Q, only not P. Then as such, so I'm not going to write everything. Then because these are going to be 8, absolutely no problem. I can write also yes, I can, P and not Q and R. Then not P and Q and R, Q and R. Okay. Then it will be P and not Q and not R. Then not P and Q and not R. Then it will be not P and not Q and R. And finally it will be not P and not Q and not R. So these are 8. You can count. It will be 8. Similarly, there will be max terms. So I'm not going to write these max terms. You can understand instead of and there will be or symbol. So remaining things will be the same. So as such, you can understand that if there are n primary statements are there, then there will be 2 to the power n min terms and also max terms. That is obvious. Okay. Now, what about the principal disjunctive normal form? Now I am going to so this is the problem. The conjunctive. So I will not make it available, and then here I am going to discuss one problem, and in that I will be sharing. See, I will be saying obtain the principal disjunctive normal form of if P then Q. Okay. So let us try to solve this. Again, now we are discussing with principal disjunctive normal form. Then after this there is principal conjunctive normal form also, and each can be obtained in 2 ways. The first method is make the use of truth table technique, and without that also you can obtain. So here let us try to solve this problem by both the methods. If P then Q. So we have been given if P then Q. So what is to be done? Okay, I will use what yes, I will say, because I was supposed to write on another page. So but I will find some solution from the same quickly. Okay, yes, I'm getting the solution. Then again, you will understand this. Okay, obtain the principal disjunctive normal form of P and Q. I must have one column, but here the quickly truth table. We'll be having truth table of P, Q, if P then Q. If P then Q, no necessity. Okay, yes. So we are not going to do it because if P then Q is equivalent to not P or Q. So here we have not P or Q. This is the column. I think column number 5 is not P or Q. F50F. So that is. So absolutely, using the truth table, we can obtain the principal disjunctive normal form as, see, if P then Q is equivalent to, now see the not P or P Q, not P or Q column. I think it is second last column. Not P or Q is second last column. Concentrate. T, F, T, T. So you can see here not P. So this is as good as if P then Q. If P then Q, not P or Q. Okay. So T, F, T, T. So first is T, and that corresponds to. See here. What is the min term? Min term बघा पहिल्या row मध्ये min term. What is that min term? There are 4 min terms: P and Q, P and not Q, not P and Q, and not P and not Q. Among these 4, which has truth value T for the first row? Tell.
P and Q.
P and
P
Q.
and Q. Yes. तुम्हाला कळतं ना, हे बघा हा कॉलम घेतला मी, हा कॉलम घेतला, हा नॉट P or Q म्हणजेच if P then Q चा कॉलम आहे. तर we have to concentrate on T value. So first T value. So what is that min term? These are min terms. हे 4 min terms आहेत. त्याच्यापैकी कोणत्या min terms ली T value T आहे तर P and Q. So तो P and Q लिहून टाकायचा, P and Q पहिलं. नेक्स्ट थोडी जागा सोडली, बघूया आपण आता. त्याच्यानंतर सी सेकंड लास्ट कॉलम नॉट इफ P then Q चा सेकंड रो मध्ये ट्रूथ व्हॅल्यू आहे F. सो फॉरगेट इट. वी हॅव टू जस्ट कॉन्सन्ट्रेट ऑन T व्हॅल्यूज, ट्रूथ व्हॅल्यू T. सो द थर्ड व्हॅल्यू इज T अँड करस्पॉन्डिंग टू दॅट व्हॉट इज द मिन टर्म? कोणती मिन टर्म आहे थर्ड रो मध्ये? येस प्लीज.
Negation of
P and Q.
Negation of P and Q. Okay, good, very good. I leave some space, and then after that, the last truth value T for if P then Q is in the last row. And what is that min term? Which is that min term?
Negation P and negation.
Negation of P and negation of Q. So we have written min terms, and between any two min terms we have to use the operator OR. So this is nothing but principal disjunctive normal form. So this is the we have obtained by the technique of truth tables. And without truth table also we can obtain. We will see that, but try to understand this. The meaning, see, baga, meaning baga, if P then Q. So if P then Q has truth value TFTT, always remember TFTT. So that means that it will be having truth value T when P and Q. Means if P and Q both are true, then it will be having truth value T. Or not P and Q. Or not P and Q, or not P and not Q. So this is purely logical. You can see that we were given the compound formula if P then Q, which consists of two primary statements P and Q, and we have written its equivalent principal disjunctive normal form. So principal disjunctive normal form always consists of disjunction. Disjunction means or. Disjunction means or, and conjunction means and. So this is a disjunction of mean terms. Yes. In this compound statement, there are two primary statements P and Q. So there must be mean term. So mean term must have two parts. The first part will be either P or not P, and second part will be Q or not Q. Suppose we would have been given a compound statement which consists of P, Q, and R, then we have to draw 8 different rows. Then there will be 8 mean terms, P and Q and R, P and Q and not R, something like that. And then we have to write that as disjunction or means or of mean terms. So that is the thing. So alternatively, how? If P then Q is equivalent to, we know it is equivalent to not P or हे पाठच वाचलं पाहिजे. So I remember after 15 years also I remembered, yes, if P then Q is equivalent to not P or Q. Now what is to be done? Not P. I am writing not P or here and here Q. So please excuse me for okay. So I am saying not P and something. So tell me, not P and what must be equal to not P? Please tell me. Not P and what? Tautology or contradiction? Not P and T. This is first option. And not P and F is second option. Which is correct option? Please tell. सांगा. अरे कुठले statement and there may be any statement. Suppose some statement S is there. S and blank blank will be equal to S. So what is that blank? Please tell. आपण ह्या इथं हे बघितलं होतं, हे बघा. Some S is a statement and S and T काय येणार? Will be equivalent to S. Will be equivalent to S. S and F will be equivalent to काय येणार? F. Then S or T. S or T will be equivalent to T. Tautology. So this S or T is a tautology. Then S and F is a contradiction. Then S or F will be equivalent to S. These are simple things. So my question, not P is the same as not P and K. Not P and
T.
Not P and T. Or Q can be written as Q and T. Okay. So this is equivalent to not P and. Now T can be written as, tautology can be written as in terms of Q or not Q. Sorry, Q or not Q, बरोबर आहे? Or Q and this truth value tautology in terms of P. Already Q is there, so we have to take care of P. So it is P or not P. And you have to make use of distributive property. So here not P and Q or not Q. काय पहिलं statement? Not P and Q येणार आहे. Or not P and not Q येणार आहे. Or Q and P. I am writing. Please allow me to write this because of symmetry or commutative property. Q and P I am writing as P and or Q and not P. So let me write not P and Q. So something is repeating. I think, so not P, what is repeating? काय कुठलं रिपीट झालं का? Not P and Q repeat झालं बघा. Not P and Q. Okay. So hence I am writing this as first let me write this P and Q. P and Q or not P and Q. See, this first is and the last is not P and Q, and the remaining is not P and not Q. If you want, you can take the screenshot, and this is without truth table also we can find the equivalent principal disjunctive normal form for any statement. This is just okay. So you have taken. Now I will like to move back to okay. Something attendance. So yes, I'll be. But before that, which is next lecture? पुढचं लेक्चर कोणाचं आहे सांगा. पुढचं लेक्चर कोणाचं आहे?
आंबोले सर.
आंबोले सरांचं. मग त्याच्यामुळे सांगा. ठीक आहे. He will be giving immediately. So actually, I want to share you the concept of principal conjunctive normal form also. But let me share the link first as per your demand, and then I will decide whether to continue or not. So let me open that Word file in which I have saved the attendance link. We have seen principal disjunctive normal form. Similarly, there is principal conjunctive normal form. That will be conjunction. Conjunction means that will be an and of ors. An and of ors. So mostly when we will be meeting next time, I will be having additional. So I have shared, and then I am moving back to this. Share screen option. Quickly, I am going to explain the principal conjunctive normal form also here. So here principal conjunctive normal form of if P then Q. So now we have to concentrate on max term and AF values. So if P then Q, this is if P then Q. So if P then Q is equivalent to not P or Q, and let us concentrate on F value. There is only one F value, and corresponding to that, yes. So this itself, because unfortunately there is only one F value for this. So this itself is principal conjunctive normal form. Now, if I am telling, I am quickly having another statement P if and only if Q. So T, so this is T. Otherwise, FF it is T. Otherwise, it is so. This if P then P if and only if Q. This is equivalent to. This is equivalent to. Concentrate on F value. Second row. The F value is not P or Q, and one more F value corresponding to third, and that corresponds to P or not Q, and in between we have to write this. So as such, so this is principal conjunctive normal form that can be obtained with the help of truth table. Okay, and definitely you could obtain. There is this was truth table technique. So without that also we can obtain. And let us see here how can we obtain with without truth table. So this composite statement, this is to be read as P if and only if Q, and that is equivalent to, we know that is equivalent to if P then Q, if P then Q, and if Q then P, if Q then P. Okay, and that is equivalent to, we know that if P then Q is not P or Q, and if Q then P is not Q or P. So this is principal conjunctive normal form of if P then Q. It again came quickly. Otherwise, we have to perform some propositional calculus statements as we had done in the previous problem during obtaining principal disjunctive normal form of if P then Q. So as such, so I think we have finished unit number 1 quite nicely and on time. So it is exactly 10:15. So without listening anything from any person, let us stop here.